Hey, I don't know if this is working yet. Hold on. It says I have no stream health. It says I'm offline. Hello. Hey, it's me again. What's up, boys? Let me pop this chat out. And we're gonna go over this day 4. Hopefully that's some no ear rape. I know I have that issue. I'm back. Look at that. Okay, are you guys ready? Are y'all ready for this? So, it's all the same weapons. Saxon Hale looks awesome. He looks like a pedophile, to be honest, with that mustache. Field notes. The jungle update is almost here. It's not, so I guess we are getting a 5th day. They're going to put it out tomorrow. Additional information, Jungle Inferno, 5 new maps, 1 new official map, new taunts, Yeti Punch and Yeti Smash, 2 community cases with 20 items each, 2 new Warpaint collections made up of community-made Warpaints, 2 new Warpaint collections filled with classic weapon skins being brought back for another tour. I don't really care for that. 4 new Pyro items, a new Heavy item, a free contract to earn the Pyro and Heavy items, which is awesome that they're doing that. 36 campaign contracts, Mercury Park gift shop to select your campaign contract rewards. That's kind of cool. An equipable contractor to customize your campaign. All right, so here's where the magic happens. All right, significant weapon and class balance improvements. See gameplay changes section below for full details. Increase the maximum number of backpack slots to 2,500. Finally! The default voice codec now is Steam Voice, which is good. Fix the engineer being in the game. The worthless aiming bastard is now gone forever. Who knew? Who knew that that was going to be in the update? They listened to me when I went to Valve and asked them to remove him. No, now he's able to store the gunslinger melee crit for a future melee attack. Fixed a bug where the ammo from a picked up weapon could exceed the player's maximum ammo allowed. Fixed a bug where the dispenser would use different bounds checks for distributing ammo and health. Fixed a bug where the player model would not play the attack animation for some weapons that fire bullets. Fix the bottle, the Scottish Handshake, and the Neon Annihilator not having their models break on critical hits. We got trolled. Fix some of the heavy edible secondary items not having the model update when it's being eaten. I've talked more in the last 3 days than I probably have in the last 6 months. Fixed a case where players could have multiple weapons visible at the same time. Finally, fix some outdated tips. Manpower mode, that's still actually even a thing? Knockout power-up now collects health packs. Health pack health when subtracting their health bonus. Results in knockout carriers collecting more health from each health kit. Yeah, that I don't want to imagine that's Dallas. That's nightmare-inducing. Fixed engineers using the Eureka effect to teleport out of hell on Halloween maps. Fix the announcer sometimes saying the tank is halfway through when a tank first spawns. Updated the palette of crates to only drop crates and not cases. That sounds horrible. Players that have their movement slowed for any reason now have a status icon appear on their HUD. Added first-person inspect animation to all weapons. Added a disconnect sound when the medics stop healing. That's kind of cool. Added new sounds for the family business, the winger, and the frontier justice. No, shh, you don't tell me yet. Steam controller improvements. I'm just gonna pass that. Jump between mini rounds on multi-stage maps. That's kind of cool. Applied the match rejoin limitations in casual versus man versus machine. Players who leave man versus machine cannot matchmake back into the same game for several minutes. Players who are vote kicked from man versus machine cannot matchmake back in either. Added Ready Steady Pan Season 3 tournament medals. Added a bunch of Highlander medals. Added Summation Fortress, Insomnia, Arms Race, medals. Tip of the Hats community medals. So a bunch of stuff. The Heartfelt Hug is now paintable. No spoilers, you're in the wrong place, dude. Or you're talking about them, yeah. No. Parties can now be formed from anywhere within the game and persist through matches. That's kind of cool. Players are now able to join their party's match if late joining is allowed. Added new party interface, added a global chat system. Party chat is printed in the in-game chat. Matchmaking. Redesign the matchmaking screens to be lightweight overlays that can be summoned and dismissed from anywhere in the game. That is very cool. Move the casual competitive badge panels to the main menu. Casual. Levels now go beyond 150. All players now have a tier in addition to their level. When your last level goes past 150, you start at 150. Your tier goes up by 1. And casual badge will change its appearance to reflect your new status. What's up, Owen? Please make more Overwatch. I will eventually. I'm kind of hyped on the TF2 right now. Players who have reached level 150 will have any experience beyond 45,500 put into overflow. The vote for the next map dialogue can now be minimized. Contracts. The contract drawer has been replaced with the contractor, a state-of-the-art PDA. You can now work on contracts at your own pace. It's up to you to decide which ones to work on and in order to work on them. That is awesome. You can now make progress on bonus objectives while working towards completing your primary objective. Only one contract can be active at a time. All this talking. Contracts are now unlocked by spending stars. Stars are earned by completing objectives. That's interesting. Contracts can be turned in once the primary objective is complete. Partially completed contracts can be reactivated for free at any time. Oh, thanks, Owen. I do. I still play Overwatch. I will still post Overwatch videos. I'm halfway through with the video. So even though I won't be playing Overwatch for a couple weeks, a week, days, I don't know. I did, Bonky. But I will still have Overwatch videos going up. Contracts can be turned in, partially completed. Party members who are on the same server at the same time can now help progress contracts, which is awesome. Here we go. Panic attack, one of the least used weapons because it's trash. Main culprit seems to be the Q delayed fire aspect, which fights against the basic concept of the secondary slot. All right, I can't read everything because my voice is going to go out. They wanted to make it immediately usable. Remove the burst potential. So now there is a 50% faster switch speed. Dude, there's going to be some buffed or nerf videos. 50% more pellets, 30% less damage. Fires a wide, fixed shot. The reserve shooter. Pyros are too easily able to take advantage of this weapon's primary feature via airburst. And so their damage potential can greatly exceed that of other classes that also use this weapon. Rather than take a heavier-handed approach to solve this, we've instead decided to remove Air Blast as a source for mini-crits. Attack on targets knocked into the air by Pyro Air Blast, no longer mini-crit. Attacks on flying targets, no longer mini-crit. What do you guys think about that? Players that are headshot from across the map are expecting to see a sniper in their death cam, but they sometimes see, more often than we'd like, a spy with a revolver. They wanted to reduce the effective range. They did change it. Headshot damage is now subjected to distance fall-off effects, which it should be. And headshots beyond 1,200 world units do normal, non-crit damage. Parker! Shh! No spoilers! The Dead Ringer. Feigned death is an interesting effect, but a good spy can use it. Alright, ammo kits and dispensers no longer refill cloak meter. Okay, that's cool. Least use spy knife. While silent kill and rapid disguise or kill are good, the downside on this knife is extreme. Removed cannot disguise penalty. Makes sense. Non-kill disguise required. Backstab based disguises are still free. And they increase the cloak drain by 33%, which is nuts. Here we go. Let's see if they actually... I'm sure that they kept everything that they said they were going to. Feedback has been consistent for a while. Players really hate losing the ability to fight back. Which, alright, for the Sandman, it is annoying when you're bonked and you can't fight back, but it goes by so quick. And if you're bonked from close range, like, the scout's not going to be able to do a ton of damage to you unless they get, like, a fatty meat shot. or it's not going to keep you bonked for too long. But I know in Overwatch, like McCree's stun and May's freezing you and stuff like that triggers me, and I've never had an issue being bonked by the Sandman because I mean it actually takes projectile skill, which a lot of people, including myself, don't really have. Long range ball no longer remove the victim's ability to fire their weapon, but they're still slowed. They updated to the achievements that were looking for disarm players. Max ball range now 50% increased damage. That's cool that they at least increase the damage for hitting them from far. Flight time required to trigger the max has been reduced by 20. Ball regeneration time reduced from 10 seconds. No, it's cool, Parker. I was beaming. I wasn't really mad. Yeah, like I said before, when they first announced this stuff, Scout, they're destroying people's scouts. That's why I'm very happy that I just use vanilla for the most part. Sandman and Guillotine, yeah. They're applying a slow effect to the player after phasing wears off based on the damage they absorbed. Pretty Boy Pocket Pistol, they've destroyed this weapon a while ago. Make the weapon less of a liability and focus on its get health quick tool with decent burst. So plus 15 firing speed up to plus 7 HP and a negative 25% or 9 shots clip size. It's still not as good as it was with the plus 20, but I think this is probably like a buff. Yeah, it's definitely a buff. It's not as good as it used to be when it was just the plus 15. Nothing will be better than the passives that they used to have and have taken away. Criticola, they each attack while active adds a mark for death for 5 seconds. Remove mark for death when it expires, 25% move speed bonus. They took away the move speed bonus on Criticola? Isn't that the entire reason people use the Criticola? I mean, I guess if they still have it on the Atomic Punch, I don't know. I don't get that. Yeah, the Pocket Pistol, it's a buff from what it was, but I don't think it's like I wouldn't use that over the regular pistol. Actually, there's really no downside to this besides a small clip. So I might actually switch to the Pocket Pistol. But it's still not as good as it was before. It's better than it was with that negative 20 on it, but I still don't think it's that great. Does it? The Pocket Pistol doesn't say. It has a plus 15 firing speed. It doesn't say there's a damage. Oh, yeah, it does because of the less 25, but there's no actual damage nerf on it. I used to use the Winger, and then they changed that too. As soon as they took away the passives, like, it killed me. The Atomizer passive is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm the same way, Comet. I use the Boston Basher and then the Mad Milk or the pistol. Let's see. Triple jump is now only possible while the bat is deployed. It's so stupid. Self-inflicting damage. That's cool that they actually removed that. They remove the attack speed penalty. It doesn't matter because unless they reduce damage penalty versus player, minus 15 from 20, the Scout stock bat is one of the worst melees in the game. And the bats don't really do any damage. It still has a penalty on it. And then they added a 50% deploy time penalty. Like, if you're going to take away the passive to jump and then do a 50%, like, the Atomizer is a dead meme at this point. You're switching to the Atomizer, Bonky? I think it looks like absolute trash now. The only thing that makes it kind of cool, like, if you're using the Atomizer with, say, a Force of Nature, and you could do mini crits while airborne, like, I can imagine on a map like Hightower or Harvest, you can have some fun, like jumping off roofs, but it all depends on how that 50% deploy time feels against the bat being deployed. Because I was thinking like a Force of Nature triple jump and then another jump with that into like a mini crit, like a scout market garden. But yeah, it's like the market gardener, but I don't know how well that's going to work with the 50% deploy time unless you're jumping off of somewhere. And I don't know, which ones gives you no fall damage, or did they take the no fall damage away? No, it's cool. I already know. Like, crits for stun, added long range hits reduced by charge. Yeah, I don't understand why they changed. Like, people that complained about the guillotine bonk combo are just big babies, in my opinion. They always kind of were, to be honest. Dude, Scout always had limited options. Like, the only reason Scout's good is because he's fast. He still has low health, so you have to actually know how to move and get away, or you're just done for. And then, like, what, the backscatter? He's had crap weapons besides the Force of Nature. They nerfed the shortstop. They nerf everything. It's just, I don't get it. This, wait. This was the one that I thought was the biggest, like, ridiculous, stupid shit. When they're talking about the base jumper, like, whoever complains about the base jumper? They're so easy to kill while they're in the air with the base jumper. Reduce the amount of air control by 50% and the ability to redeploy to parachute once retracted. Like, I just think that is a stupid change. I don't understand why they even wasted their time with it. Plus 75 push force reduction now includes air blast, added 200 air control when blast jumping. So they took away air control from the base jumper, which is a fucking parachute that you're supposed to be able to control, and instead gave it to the man treads. Granted earned crits will be converted to mini crits. Cannot be crit boosted. Okay, so the Cow Mangler is buffed. This weapon has been reverted to its previous design. Hey guys, guess what? The Bison's back. Yeah, Mantread's buff. The Bison is back. They basically just reverted it to what it was. And I never used the Bison. I know it's like the Barbie dream house of Bison soldiers. I just never used it. The babyface blaster, I despise the babyface blaster. I despise it. So I'm Switzerland on that. And the backscatter could use a buff. Nobody uses the gun. It's not a good weapon. Unless you're like memeing, kinda. I used to main Bison. Yeah, it's cool. I don't have anything like against the Bison. I don't hate it. I just don't know much about it. I don't use it. Yeah, I don't like the laser weapons, even though I really, really want the Bat Saber for Scout and the Scout pistol. I just never picked them up because I haven't played as much, but I might have to grab those now, even though that stupid false rarity that Valve has done with the crates to make like the Flash Scout, which I'm a huge comic nerd. If you guys have watched for a while, you know that I want that Scout outfit really bad, but I'm not going to spend the money on it to get it when it's like fake rarity. Can use a pro kill streak Pretty Boy's pocket pistols. Yeah, I think I actually have a collector's Pretty Boy. Counter range burns attacks, e.g. flares, and strengthens melee fights versus pyros. Afterburn immunity and plus 50 fire. Wait, so what did they do? So they just completely changed the danger shield and made it like a weapon against the pyros, or like a buff against pyros. That is weird. That's weird. They completely wiped it and turned it into a entirely new weapon. I usually just use Steam, but I became friends with Geel's bitch ass at Tip of the Hats, so I think I'm actually going to like check out Marketplace. I've never used it before because it wasn't even a thing whenever I like the last time I traded. Dude, the Darwins needed to be ripped though. The Darwins is probably one of the cheesiest weapons in the game. Or it's not even a weapon. But that no headshot shit, it's ridiculous. Sniper's a pyro counter, but if you are a sniper and a pyro gets close, unless you have Girardi, you're done. Like, and think about how many I don't even know what you call them, like turtle snipers that just stand there scoped. Pyros destroy them, pyros and scouts. So, I mean, it's cool. I understand why they did it. It's just weird that it's completely different. Yeah. No, I understand, Papu Comrade. Like, I agree. I think it's good because pyro's really hard against snipers unless you are cognizant of your surroundings. Like, when I snipe, I constantly am going up and down and looking around. Razorback changes add negative 100% overheal. Shield regenerates after 30 seconds. That's kind of cool. An overheal penalty? See, I don't know. I don't play comp, so I don't know if that's an issue. But it's cool that it finally regenerates and you don't have to go to a locker to get a new one. You still love to molest snipers? No, Rodrigo, think about it. Like on some maps, snipers like Harvest, my favorite map of all time. If you're on a roof and you're just like locked in trying to snipe the people that are on the other side of the shack or in the windows, and somebody comes up behind you, a pyro, like half the time you're not going to notice unless you're one of the snipers that, you know, locks in and out. So I understand why they do that. It makes sense. I still use Girardi mostly too. Darwin's is the best. Pretzel, you're such a fucking troll, dude. Perfectly anticlimactic, don't you think? I honestly think there'll be a fifth day. Omega, yeah, I kind of see. I haven't finished reading this page, so I don't know what else it's. I have an issue with the pocket Darwins. Yeah, see, I don't know anything about it. I've never used the Darwins besides like when it first came out. Oh, I haven't been all the way down the page, Omega. Yeah, Comet. It's a great map. All right, added organs collecting. Do you guys know the Vita Saw is a play on the Little Sister Needle from BioShock, the greatest single player game of all time? And that's why there's not a strange one, because it was like something to do with licensing. I don't know exactly what, but that's why you've never seen a strange Vita Saw. Where's the ELO system? They don't talk about that at all? Wait, hold on. I'm not going to look. Crossbow, Ubercharge, gain rate reduced the same as the Medigun. Reduced by a third. I don't really play him anyway, so. The 1 second damage and accuracy penalty now applies to the first second of spun up time, whether or not the heavy is firing. Previously, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I never understood why they added that ramp up on heavies, because a scout could have one fat meat shot out of him before he could even get the damage, unless they were using that trash Tomislav. The gloves added max health is drained while item is active. What? Speed is used to, well, still believe it's okay to have a class item to increase heavy movement speed. Players will be able to easily back up. So the gloves of running urgently, which were probably the best heavy weapons or heavy gloves, they're changing that. Max health is drained. Each time the gloves are deployed, the drain rate is accelerated. But they took off Mark for Death and the 25 damage penalty. That's weird to me. That seems like a huge nerf. Wait, is the Tomislav? No, I said the wrong one. What's the one that does knockback? The Tomislav is the skinny one that goes with the eviction notice, right? And like the Capone hat. What's the one that does the knockback? It's like the fat gun. The Natasha? Somebody remind me, please. I don't remember. It's the gun I hate against scouts. Max health is drained while active. Remove 20% damage vulnerability. Overheal reduction. Overheal penalty. So they added the banana. Cool. The Natasha. Yeah, thanks, Godcat. It's the it is the Natasha. I hate that gun. It slows. So not knockback. You know what I'm saying. Capper's Capo, yeah. The Natasha. That's the one I don't like. All right, let's look at Satan's changes. Oh, Satan only got one change. Repairs now consume metal. Good. Double the amount of metal applied when upgrading builds during the setup. Okay, so that's not that big of a change at all. Yeah, Natasha. I can always picture it, but I get that and the Tomislav mixed up, like when I'm saying their names. Oh, cool. They changed the Cladamore. A 5-second increase in charge duration. That's cool. I never understood why they nerfed all the demos swords, like whatever update that was. Pyro. They added a ton of pyro stuff. So let's see what this actually does. Uses a shared pressure tank for primary and alt fire. So I don't know if that means it has a blast or there's like an alt fire of the actual. Oh, it is an air blast. Deals 300% damage to burning players. But it has just a regular 25 damage. 50% repressurization rate on hit. And then it has a negative 50% air blast on alt fire. Beelzebub, aka Henji. No, I think Dane, like if I remember correctly, when all this stuff, if it's the same change from before when they announced it, Dane was happy about that. Okay, so the thermal thruster, it fires a shot duration blast that launches the pyro in the direction they are aiming. So that's cool. So it's not just a jetpack where he goes up, but he can actually do it horizontal also. Deals 3 times falling damage to anyone you land on, so now he can Mario Stomp. Has a 1.1 second holster duration. You can relaunch while airborne in MVM. Stun enemies when you land. Landing directly on an enemy grants a bonus stun duration. Yeah, great, Paprius. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, dude, like, I don't know. I wouldn't mind if Valve messed around more with changes like in Overwatch where they'll completely change somebody one season and then they'll change them back or mess with them more if it doesn't work out. Because any of these changes, unless we give feedback like right the first month that the update hits, if they're going to continue to be on a schedule like this where it's once a year, then we're going to be stuck with this shit for a long time. It is the dawn of the Pyro Night. Like, imagine how annoying it's going to be the first 2 weeks where everyone is a pyro. Gas Passer creates a horrific visible gas cloud that coats enemies' flammable material, then ignites into 10 seconds of afterburn if the enemies have taken damage. I think that's awesome that they've added something like that into the game. It's really cool. Slap attack gain a speed boost when you hit an enemy player, which apparently the slap attack is like you're actually slapping. Like that's your melee, which is awesome. There is a negative 20 damage penalty, which doesn't really make sense because you have to get in close to do it. It's not even like a conscientious objector where it has like a little bit of range. Australian Excalibur and Pyro Knight. Yeah, if you guys want the extinguisher or the golden pyro flamethrower, I suggest hopping on the market or marketplace and grab that shit now because it's going to start selling like crazy. I don't know. The reserve shooter is gonna be, they're just gonna wreck that. Like, ugh. I'm stoked that they're finally fixing the particles on flamethrowers and they're making them look better. The flamethrowers look like crap for a long time. Aiming at players' feet no longer misses. And the afterburn, so the air blast, they've changed that where it actually should work better. But I thought the air blast was already kind of stupid the way some people used it. So hopefully that'll be a real thing now. Wait, is the actual update like going on? No, the update's still not updating on the game. There's still no update. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, the Strange Reserve shooter is it's like a big old rip. And that's it. Oh, that is sexy. It's like super high poly though. You can see the. I like that. That's gonna be the thumbnail of my next video. Yeah, it is. It is ridiculous, but I don't know. There's like 7 people on the TF2 team, and TF2 is probably the least cared about game by Valve. I would like, just in my opinion. But all the dudes were super nice, and somebody recently just joined the TF2 team because you know how Valve, they could pick and choose what teams they want to be on. Someone like actually wanted to be on the TF2 team. Check the patch notes. Yes, sir. August 3rd? What? That can't be right. Am I like missing something? Here's a big list of changes. In addition to the fixes will be shipping tomorrow. Yeah, so that's it. That's like where they listed all the changes. They didn't really talk about anything with comp though, or what Demo Mint was saying about no ELO system, which is kind of weird because I thought like one of their main things was to try to make casual and comp more cohesive so people would have a better experience. I'm actually kind of annoyed that just the update is out and not the actual game, because I passed up going to see Madion at the Discord TwitchCon party so that I could stay in and play TF2 all night. And it's not, I can't, and now it's too late to get tickets. Rip. You refuse to believe it, Omega? Yeah, maybe there'll be some magic thing tomorrow. I mean, honestly, it's a good update. It's a good update, but what you were saying, it's anticlimactic. It's very anticlimactic, but it's still a good update. They made a lot of good changes, and worst case, even if it's nothing like spectacular or whatever, it should get people that have been away from TF2 back into TF2 for a while. Wait, Bonky, what? Bonky. Pubs and community on the other? Rip delayed update? It's like getting sucked. It's too perfect to be honest. No, I mean there's a lot of changes. They've done a lot, like a lot. But I think here's the thing, and this is why I don't get hyped up, and this is why I tell everybody I know, RTF2, everything like that, not to get hyped up, because no matter what in life, no matter what, if you get too hyped, you have the opportunity to be disappointed. So, I mean, that's why I don't get hyped about anything until I'm like right in the middle of it. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree to an extent, Alex. Yeah, Von Muehlner, Von Muehlner. I know that they did. Eric said that they wanted to polish it, like so that there's not another meet the match. So there might be issues with the servers tomorrow because everybody, there's going to be like 50 to 100,000 people downloading the update and trying to play at the same time. So remember, when the update goes live, if you have bugs or issues at the beginning, last time Meet Your Match, it took them a couple days. I have a feeling this is going to release earlier tomorrow so that they can hot fix anything if there's like server issues or like big bugs. because Dane was saying he talked to Jill and that, or maybe it was Crash that talked to Jill, but they said that bugs show up usually in when it goes live, like when people are downloading and stuff like that. So I'm assuming if it does go live tomorrow and there are issues, then they'll still be there later than usual to try to fix them so it's at least playable over the weekend. Don't get hyped up. Thumbnail, live update hype. Well, that's hype for you guys, Rebellious. I'm excited. I get excited. Hey, Edgar. But after end of the line, I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait. Like I can't get like that. I can't. There's no way that I let myself get super hyped. Like, one thing that I'd really like to see in TF2 is the ability, instead of using custom HUDs, I would like there to be more HUD options. Like, I don't mind the stock HUD, but I hate the fact that the damage numbers are tiny little red numbers. It's just weird. I think they mean, because like right now, demo, I'm on Pacific Standard, which is the same time that Valve is, and it's 7 o'clock at night. So usually we'd get updates super early, but I think it's 7 o'clock on Thursday. So I think they mean Friday for me, which is what, it's 9:06 a.m., 20th of October. Yeah, see, it's only the 19th here. So you should get it like this time today for you. What? Oh no. So I guess it would be tomorrow for you. I get hyped, gamers. I just don't get overhyped. If Scout gets removed, I would become a monster, evil sniper. I'm trying to just look through here now. What's up, Jordan? Hey, Edgar. I'm saying your name again. I'm mad you guys didn't pick Team Heavy. I picked Team Heavy Electric. I was there with you. Yeah, dude, end of the line, it wasn't a bad update by any means. It was just so hyped that no matter how well the update was, people would have been disappointed. And that's what I dislike about the TF2 community. Like, on one hand, TF2 community is the nicest, greatest, amazing community ever. All the art, all the people playing, new people coming in all the time. But then, like any game community, they're the bad apples, and like RTF2, places like that. If people don't like something, they're gonna just bitch and moan about it. Like, I'm sure we're gonna see a ton of Ambi spies like getting super angry about the Ambi change. But what are you gonna do? You can't please all of the people all of the time. Dude, if Scout became a melee weapon, I'd become a heavy main. I would wear my booty shorts and I would use the Scout and hit everybody with it. Are you sure it was not bad? Are you sure you're sure? Are you talking about end of the line? Maybe Scream Fortress. I haven't heard anything about Scream Fortress besides, like, I think Jill told Crash, mum is the word. They're not saying anything. They're admitting they left the game in a bad state. Dude, I don't like the boss battles personally. I would rather just have cool maps and like I liked when they gave prizes and stuff. Demo Mint, I think it'll be updated at like 4 o'clock my time. So it's 7 o'clock now for me. It's 9 a.m. for you. So whatever that means your time. Hey, Adrian can too. Thanks. I'm actually not that fat. I got a little. See, I can't even pull. Like, that's it. That's all I could pull. I'm not that fat, dog. Zach plays. Yeah, of course. I'm gonna buy a campaign. New weapon soldiers finally got satisfied. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the Omega. The reason that, like, if I remember correctly, it was McVinney that said there were going to be new weapons, and then they weren't approved in time, and that's when the parachute and the other stuff came out, right? I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think that's what happened. They said there were going to be new weapons at the end of the line. We just got reskins, and then they came out like the next update, but they were the end of the line weapons. Valve has officially killed TF2. Pretzel, don't you have like a Hot Topic gift card that you can go buy some My Chemical Romance or something and just stop being edgy? What do you mean, Issa? Yeah, Alex, but it wasn't Valve that said that. It was the person that made the video, and I'm not saying the community was out of line. End of the line is what destroyed hype for me. So I mean, I'm like in agreement, but it wasn't that bad of an update. It was just a way overhyped update. Yeah, Connor, I know what you mean, dude. They didn't say anything about competitive, Shy. Oh, thanks, Demo. I think the day 4 page is very lackluster. I was saying before you got here, it's anticlimactic. It's anticlimactic for sure. And there are things that um, weren't touched on that I thought were going to be, like competitive ELO, stuff like that. But I guess the difference in just like it's perspective. I mean, he might be upset that there's a lack of new content. I personally am just happy that there is new content on a 10-year-old game made by a team of 7 people for a company that doesn't really care about making games anymore. They just care about making loot boxes and VR porn simulators and, you know, milking Dota for every penny that it's worth. So it's just perspective. Like, I'm happy that there's an update because TF2 is by far my favorite game. It will always be my favorite game. And I'm excited about TF2 again, if that makes sense. So not knocking him, it's just perspective. You're gonna buy your ticket to Seattle? If you go, make sure you get a tour. I'm like behind in the chat right now. The hype is too confusing for new players. Yeah, that was some bullshit. All right, take it easy, Bonks. Thanks for stopping by. Jordan, where's your theory? Bananas in Banana Bay? Yeah, that's going to be a meme. Oh, Tiny Nothing. We just went over page 4. It's anticlimactic, but still a lot of nice changes. Yeah, the hype's bigger now because they don't update it near as much. Yeah, day 4 is. It's boring. Omega hit the nail on the head. It's boring. Wow, my chat is like going crazy. See how, yeah, servers are gonna be hell. CS:GO just got a big update yesterday too. I think yesterday, right? Like they put in a new dust. They changed the skin on the soldier. The soldier, you know what I mean, like the terrorist or whatever. Yo, Godcat, I'm sorry, dog. I can't get into Artifact because my love has always been Magic the Gathering. Of course it's 5 a.m. Yeah, Jan Terry, it's just they'll always send out updates on their time zone. Yeah, I'm just reading chat, Bonky. I'm gonna go. I missed Medion. I'm sad that I can't play. So I'm probably just gonna go and pick up my dollar monsters. So I'll be stocked up tomorrow to stay up all night. This is update is far the biggest. Yeah, or I think Gunmetal was. I mean, Meet Your Match was technically a huge update. It was just a shitty update. I don't know, Matthew. I thought competitive was gonna have like a huge update part. Maybe tomorrow, like surprise butt sex, like I don't know. The useless weapons aren't useless anymore. I agree, Connor, but then they've turned some weapons extremely useless. No, Alex, I know, and that's the thing. TF2 will always have its issues just because of its age and the code. So I'm not making any excuse for Valve. I've been very critical of Valve since they added skins in CS:GO, which is what, like 2011, 2012. If you go through my videos, I'm very critical of Valve, but I was critical of the TF2 team also until I met them in person and I actually saw the passion and talked with them about how they play and stuff like that. So at Valve, you can work on whatever game you want, and the people that are on that team are there because they want to be there. And that to me, like, even if I don't agree with what they do, I'm going to respect them because they're doing what they want to do. You guys know I'm all about like doing what makes you happy. So I'm not going to knock them. The Pyro update wasn't that big, was it? No, Godcap, because I don't spend a lot of money on TF2 anymore. I'll buy the campaign. I might buy a key or two, but I'm not gonna. If I see a Lenny in chat, whatever. It's Musak opening 1,000. Why is there so many SMGs? How am I even alive right now? I don't see a use for the reserve shooter. No, there is no use for a reserve shooter. 1,000 crates. No, the DR has its place. I'm glad that they changed it because it's like a crutch. What's up, Salowski? Fly pyros. Yeah, I don't know. What is it? The 19th? Halloween's the 31st. I think if they're going to do an update, it'll probably be what's next Thursday? Oh. I just updated my phone to iOS 11 and it's showing me the calendar for 2016. Next Thursday is the 27th. If they're going to do it, I think it'll be next Thursday. There goes my rent. Dude, Musalk makes so much money on YouTube, I guarantee it. Will I do an uncrating video? Probably not. If I buy crates, it's not going to be more than like 5 or 10. I'm not gonna spend my money on unboxing. I learned my lesson. I didn't get my first unusual until like 400 crates. No, Doc Holiday, Musalk will make a video. Musalk has always said he loves TF2. He just doesn't like the direction it's going in, and he's bored with it. So you got to respect that. People are fighting if Star is going to come back. I don't think he will. Saxon face means the end of TF2. I'll buy the campaign. Corpese, I might buy crates, but not a lot if I do. I'm going to use a gas can for the pyro, even if I don't know what it does. Lori, it's like I'm trying to think. Like, if you've ever played CSGO, you know, you throw down the flashbang or something and it affects a certain area. Like if people are near a certain radius of a flashbang, then they can't see for a couple seconds. The gas can is basically going to be, they use this weapon. I'm assuming it's a projectile. They throw it and it releases like a mist. So if you walk through this mist, like think of when you're covered in Jarate, sorry, I know people get all mad about that. You're covered in it and it'll probably show like you dripping and stuff. The picture hugging is very, very cute element. But so imagine yourself dripping in Mad Milk or Jarate or whatever, and the pyro lights you on fire. It's going to increase the damage. So it's just like a little bomb that coats you in. It's basically like Jarate or Mad Milk, but for pyro. What's my response from daddy besides people other than my own kids? I think that shit's weird. I never understood that, like, eye poppy. I don't get it, but hey man, I don't judge. Punch TF2 out of existence. Dude, Saxon Hale is awesome. I'm really, really glad that there's a new Saxon Hale model because the memes that are going to be made out of this, woo! Ear rape. It's right here. Sorry. You're excited about the bottles being breakable again? Yeah. The new maps are legit, Omega. I played a couple at Toth, and I enjoyed every single one of them. They'll be live tomorrow, I guess. I was all waiting for it to update. Nah, Pretzel, I don't even use Snapchat. My wife has to yell at me to check her Snapchat. I have one, but I never use it. I use Instagram, though, and I basically just post vinyl records and pictures of Alex. Yeah, Lucas, I agree. I thought for sure there were going to be comp updates. Corpexy. I might buy the Yeti taunt. I might. If I buy one, I'm going to get the one where they change into. Yeah, we can expect. You know what's funny? With my Eve HUD, I never set a button to inspect. So I don't think I've ever inspected a weapon in TF2. Vaughn, honestly, I don't know how that even works anymore. When I used to buy keys, when I bought keys and I traded a lot, keys were $1, like $1.35. They were super cheap. Of course, that was probably like funding the KGB or something, but they were super cheap. I don't know. I think the campaign lasts like once you buy the thing, you can just use it until you finish your. It says that you can restart it at any time. So I'm assuming as long as you buy it, you'll always have access to the campaign challenges. Yeah, Fusion. I feel you. I understand. It reading this, it was very anticlimactic, but are we just thinking it's anticlimactic because the actual update isn't out until tomorrow? Like, if we just saw this and we waited for this and everything, but we could let our game update in, 15 minutes to 2 hours and play tonight, would we be upset? I don't know. Hidden in Scout's mouth. What graphic settings? I set mine to max. Yes, Luigi. Luigi, bro, I remember you. Crate keys? Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. Like, I know when the Steam sales happen, it's a good time to buy keys because everybody's selling them so they can buy games. I don't know with this update. If anything, I think people that can buy keys, which it's not even the same from what I used to buy because now you have that waiting period where you have to wait, 7 days or whatever before you could sell keys. So by then, they might be a lot higher because people are still going to want the stuff. I'm not a trader. It doesn't say how much the pass will be. I'm assuming if they keep it to what it's been in the past, it was like $5.99 or $6.99. I'm hyped for the bonk skin, to be honest. I like the bonk skin. I like the pizza skin. There's a couple. No, Omega, no way. No. I like no matter what, I do think that the TF2 loot system is the definitive way a game should handle a loot system. You can buy it outright, or you can get it in drops for free, or you can buy cases. And then they also added on top of that the market and trading. If trading wasn't a thing, then I wouldn't be so keen on the system. But I think if anything, I bitch about Valve a lot. If anything, the trading, the way that Valve handles trading and stuff like that is the definitive way that should be done. I'm not a trader, Godcat. I am a trader. I play Overwatch all the time, and people think I'm the devil for it. If the Yeti skin's paintable, you're gonna paint it black and then use a second banana. Your brother's gonna have to wait till tomorrow, Luigi. Tell him to go save the princess. I wish they buffed the sharp volcano fragment. Yeah, no, Trevor, I think they know because if you think about it, previously, I don't remember when the post was. They said they wanted to make comp and casual kind of more of a fluid experience. I don't think they're done with it by any means. Realistically, I think that this update, and this is just my like speculation. I haven't heard anything or whatever, but I think that they have a ton of ideas that they want to do for the game. And they knew, especially with the 10th anniversary, I think they were probably shooting for the 10th anniversary to start the update or whatever. They missed it and they wanted to get something out. Like, this is a lot of content, even if it is just fixes and new taunts. If you think about it really, guys, every TF2 update is give or take almost the same exact shit. We get new balances. Some are good, some are bad. We get new cosmetics. Then there's like the piss poor updates, like last year's Halloween was just piss poor. A bunch of community maps and cosmetics. So for people that actually want to play and don't care about cosmetics, they had some maps, and I'm not bashing community maps by any means, but I'm saying like what Valve actually did for the maps. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense, like what they did for the update. That's the thing with Valve. They can always rely on the community who love the game and are so creative to carry it to an extent. So I don't know. No, I think they want to do more to the game, and I think this kind of needed to get put out. I think we'll see more changes that don't include taunts and all that stuff, because I'm sure that takes away time from doing actual balance changes and stuff. I don't think there might be a cosmetic, the EMA, but I didn't see, it wasn't on day 3 as far as they just have a glove. So it might be a cosmetic. I do remember they had like a little like fire thing on the bottom. When I get the jetpack, I'm going to go on Hightower and troll the hell out of people. That's the very first thing I'm going to do. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Nope, Gavin. I think that's what everybody's kind of complaining about. Uh-oh. I think Alex is home, guys. I'm pretty sure Alex is home. Hold on 1 second. Hey, Alex. Want to say hi to people? Hey, come here.
Hi, everybody.
I don't even need these. Look, say hi.
Hi.
So Alex, it's time for Alex to go to bed, which I actually put him to bed, and there's no update.
Daddy, they're
So
not talking back.
no, they're not talking back, they're writing. See? Say hi, Luigi bro. His name is Luigi bro. What's his brother's name?
Mario?
Mario. Yeah, so
He had my name on the writing.
Where's your name?
They're all
They're right there?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Alex. Alex.
Yeah,
Alex.
that's true. What? Ask Alex what's his opinion on the word daddy.
Hi. Luigi Mario.
Yeah, Gavin, he did open the Halloween loot boxes, and we actually had quite a good run. I just didn't record it this time.
Yeah.
So, look, you gotta look over here. Look. Wait. Tell them who your favorite YouTuber is.
My favorite YouTuber is Chase.
Chase?
Yeah.
Funnel Vision is his favorite YouTube channel. It's not even me. Like, oh yeah, Scout. It's a he.
Yeah.
But he one time my wife was talking about, we saw a kid that had like some kind of like cancer or something, and he had a bald head, and my wife told him about why he was really sick and stuff, and he said that he wanted to give his hair to the sick kid, so we have to grow his hair out to like the middle of his back, but he wants to, we're growing his hair so he can donate it to kids with cancer and stuff.
My hair is growing long, so I can give it to kids that are sick that doesn't have any hair.
Yeah, that's why, because you're a nice kid, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. We decided on the name Alex. Actually, Alex, it was I told my wife when we first started dating that if we ever got married, she had to agree to the name Alexander Grayson. Alexander for Alexander Dumas, and Grayson for Richard Dick Grayson, the greatest comic book in the history of the world. Scout, don't be a weirdo. I do, Nikolai. He doesn't actually watch my videos. But I'm going to go put him to bed. I'm going to go buy some monsters. It's raining salt and pepper. He will be 4 in December, right?
Yeah, and my birthday is in December 17th.
Don't you can't tell people on the internet your birthday, because then they're like, yo, Connor Smith, OH.
I don't know why.
You don't know that? No, you're supposed to say IO.
I-O.
OH?
O-8.
IO.
I-O.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Yeah. He did Count of Monte Cristo, Alex, and The Man in the Iron Mask, and the Three Musketeers.
And Daddy lets me play games sometimes.
He's currently playing Lego Marvel.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's it. Yes, Scout, don't be weird. Seriously, that's weird. Like, that's not even.
Yeah.
Like, I always say that I don't judge anybody, like gay, black, whatever, except pedos, because that's just I don't get that. I don't get that. Yeah.
Do they live at a different house?
They all live at different houses. Oh, Gavin, get out of here. Ban Gavin forever just for saying that. I'm just kidding, Gavin. You have bad taste in college football, but I won't hold it against you.
My mommy is making breakfast downstairs.
Making breakfast? All right, we're gonna go, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Once the update actually goes live, I will I'll probably stream some more. I want to record some campaign, whatever. See ya. Say peace.
Peace out.
Peace out. I didn't even teach him that. I have no clue where he learned it. All right, see you guys.